So here we have the FashPass application. This is the front page. We have some welcoming messages, designing the future of sustainable fashion. On the top of the screen, we have the main sections of the platform. Of course, the home page, the About Us page, featuring some additional information about the features of the application and the various processes. We will then have, of course, the main feature of the application, the fashion products, and the voting mechanism. So let's go through them one by one. First of all, on our homepage, we have two buttons for quick access to the fashion products by clicking on Explore, and then to the voting mechanism by clicking to Vote. We have here the welcoming message to the FastPass application, and then we have some very quick, let's say, presentation of the main features of the application, where we invite all people accessing it to discover the green designers who took part in the developing process of the products, to explore the creations developed as part of these processes, which are basically original fashion products shaped by sustainable materials. And then, in the end of this process, we invite you all to vote for your favorite products. Keep in mind that products were developed in 4 European countries, and it's a result of a continued process between the students and their assigned mentors. Their mentors monitored the evolution and development of the products of the students, and together they shaped their final versions. So we again call you to vote, and at the end we have, of course, the EU's co-funded message, and on the bottom we have our link to the website, to the Vetrine website, and of course we are very active in LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So I'm going up again, and I think we can start exploring the other sections. We're starting with the About Us section, which features a little more details concerning the messages in the home page. Here we have some information about the products displayed in the application, followed by the voting message. The voting will take place during April, and specifically during 14 to 29 April 2026. You are all invited to vote for your favorite products, and the results will be announced on the 30th of April. Of course, the results have to do with the selection of the winners. We will have 1 winner per country for a total of 4 winners, and the result will be determined by your vote and by the votes of the Vetrine Expert Committee to ensure a fair outcome, a fair result, also taking into consideration sustainability and other aspects. So the 4 final winners will travel with us in the final conference of our project in Paris, which will take place on June 3 and 4, 2026. And this, on this international event, we will showcase the fashion products, and the young designers will have the opportunity to connect with industry professionals and other mentors. And of course, it's a special opportunity for networking opportunities at the European level. So now we will head to the first fashion products section, the most, let's say, interesting section, if you would like. In this section, we will have a brief description of what it is included in each product's page. So each page, each apparel item is being presented as a digital product passport, which basically means that each product will have its accompanied photos, its product details, and some information regarding environmental, social, and financial information. And of course, a personal producer diary where each producer describes briefly their experience during the development process. So here is the main section of the fashion products. As you can see, we have four main sections, each one representing the countries participating in the contest, which are namely Bulgaria, Greece, Portugal, and Spain. So when you click in each country, different products will appear. The national products will appear. Each country will include approximately 10 to 15 products. So you can expect a total of more than 50 products, distinct products, I mean. Now, these are identical. These are only two because these are sample products. As the process has not been finalized yet, we will have all the products finalized by the end of this month and uploaded by the 14th of April, which is the date when the voting begins. So let's see how is each page presented. To enter a products page, you will click the See Details here button. And you are presented with a main photo of the product you selected to discover, along with its product name. And scrolling down, you are presented with the rest of the photos of the item. You can scroll the other photos by clicking on the arrow here. And then you have the chance to discover the details of the product, starting, of course, with the more basic information, which are the product name, the reference number, the color, the size, the weight, and the quantity. When we say quantity, it can be one, two, or let's say 3 pieces in a product. We're moving to the materials information, starting with the composition. First of all, to access these details, you have to click on them and they will be presented. Here, composition, it's a catalog, let's say a list of the main materials used in the production of the item. We then have a total percentage of recycled materials used in the item. And then we have the traceable assets, which are basically some codes, some origin IDs of some of the materials used in the product. Next section has to do with manufacturing and supply chain. Here we have the three main categories, which are the location where the production took place, the date of finalization of the product, and the type of processes um, implemented during the development process. Then we have this little graphic, this little map, where some main production processes are detailed uh, with 4 tiers, starting with the raw material stage, followed by the processing of the materials, the manufacturing of the components, and the final assembly of these different components to the final product. Next section is the environmental and social impact one, where we have the sustainability metrics section, where we try to measure, let's say, the reusability, repairability, and material separability levels of the product, the recycled content of the product, where some more details are being described, and the working hours and cost. Here, we will see that some students opted to include the working hours per pair, or some other students opted to include some details about the salary of the people working in the production. And the final section of the details, let's say, of each product is about care, repair, and lifetime extension. Here we have some care instructions showcased as steps, and the repair information. And the fashion product page concludes with the green producer diary, which is a small, a brief description of the processes and the experience the students had during the journey. So we start with what motivated the student to create their fashion product. Some words about their Vetrine journey, showcasing some challenges, some benefits they experienced during this process, followed by their considerations and thoughts when implementing their products regarding aspects like the environmental, social, and financial aspects. And finally, some messages to consumers and future learners. So this is the page, this is the product page. Of course, it's the same structure in the second product. If you want, we can go through it quickly. Again, here we have the main photo, accompanied photos, product details, materials information, manufacturing details, supply chain map, environmental and social impact metrics, care and repair information, and the green producer diary. So having said that, we can move to the final section, the voting section. Here you will see some main instructions you have to keep in mind when voting. The first one is that, of course, you can vote for 2 weeks from 14 to 29 April, as we said before, and the results will be published the following day, the 30th of April. So you can vote without creating any account, without logging in. you just cast your vote. You can vote for your favorite apparel items regardless of your geographical location. You can select only one project per country for a total of 4 projects featured on FastPass. So you can vote 4 times, one for each country. After voting for one country, you will not be able to vote again. So cast your vote carefully. The final results will be determined by 50% public vote and 50% Vetrine committee evaluation, ensuring a fair and balanced outcome with sustainability criteria taken into account. And of course, as we said before, you will know, you will learn which are the final national winners on 30 April. So here we have the voting section. You can see it is divided by country: Bulgaria, Greece, Spain, and Portugal. Here, all the products, all the national products, will be listed, and you will be able to scroll through them to select and vote for your favorite one. So let's go to showcase the voting. So let's say that I want to vote for the second one, the structured everyday tote bag. I click on the product. Its color changes to indicate that you have selected it, and I click on vote. And here is the final message, which thanks you for voting in the Vetrine FastPass application contest. And even after refreshing the page, let's say, you will not be able to vote again for the Bulgarian contest. The same applies for the other contests. Let's say that in Portugal, I want to vote for the first one, the artisan studded leather sandal. Again, I click it, I selected it, and I click vote. And I cannot vote again for Portugal's national contest. Here you can see the total number of people that voted for the specific national contest. You are not able to see the cumulative number of votes that its specific product has received yet to ensure a fair process. And this is it from me, basically. We have covered all the different sections